All set?
Set. Ready to go. Just what does Brock Purdy sort of present? Why is he having so much success over the last 19 games?
Yeah, he's playing. Obviously, he's playing well. And look, he's a good player. And I think too, they're not asking him to do a lot. I mean, they're running the football. They're playing great defense. He's completing the balls he needs to complete. He's just playing efficient. And when he has to make plays, he's been making plays. But the surrounding cast too is doing their part, right? So that all helps your quarterback, and that's why he's had success.
Zay Jones gonna be able to go this week?
We'll give him one more day today and see. Probably a long shot, but we'll see. We'll see. He's doing better. Yeah.
Tyson?
Tyson's doing well. He had a good week of practice. Him and Cisco really good. Walker really good. So it should be fine.
Bye week helping getting guys ready to go for this home stretch, especially when you had some of those kind of injuries, is really helpful, right?
Yes,
You want to get healthy at this time of year.
we do.
Fair enough.
I mean, yeah.
You get the feel from the guys that they're kind of used to more and more games are coming, big time kind of games now, just the kind of team you guys are.
We hope so, and obviously it depends on what you do the year before, right? You're gonna, and then you don't have any control over the divisions that you play. But yeah, I mean, we just happen to, because you finished first in the AFC South, you're going to get the first place winner in other divisions, things like that. So you just got to continue 1 week at a time, and hopefully, from our standpoint, that things year in, year out are going to be sustainable, and we continue to have great teams come to Jacksonville.
And I know they've had a couple different defense coordinators last few years. That scheme, has it more or less kind of been the same? Really structure?
It's similar. There are some differences. Coach Wilkes has put his spin on it a little bit than what D'Amico had, and obviously what Saleh had a couple years back. I mean, it's all pretty much the same structure, of defense. But there are, like I said, there are some little differences and nuances that each coordinator has.
This is out of left field.
Really?
I know, shocking.
From you?
You've been on a couple bad teams. As
Oh,
a
thank
player.
you.
I think just two, right? Cleveland and maybe
My first year in Philly.
Philly. Yeah. So, what's it like for a franchise players when the fan base and everybody around turns? The Super Bowl becomes the draft, if that makes sense. Like in November and December. Do you notice it?
Not so much inside the building, right? I think the media can drive that. I know the players don't think about that. Coaches don't think about it. We're trying to just win the next game, and do our best on the field. But you obviously hear it, right? You hear that noise, right? Because it eventually comes into your building, but you try not to let that affect you, and that's what we're trying to turn around here.
Is Greg Jr. coming off IR next couple days?
We hope so. He's doing really well, practicing really well. I think he's got another few days in the window, and just want to make sure that he's 100%.
Is the hope with Devon kind of like Devon earlier in the year, just add more and more in plays, he sees the snaps kind of go up a little?
Yeah, that's the plan with him. Keep increasing his reps.
How close is he being a full go?
He's close. He's really close. I think this week will be, big. Obviously, getting more opportunities. This week to get more snaps. So yeah, he's getting real close.
What does it say that you guys 6-2, but you really haven't had your entire complete lineup at any point this season with starters and key reserves on both sides of the ball?
It just means the guys that are stepping up are stepping up, and they're playing well, and that's what makes good teams, right? In the absence of a starter, the backup guy has to come in and fill in, and just like Buster's done, and he's done a great job, and it's going to take. It takes a full 53-man roster, as you pick your 48 for that game, or maybe even elevating a practice squad player. We've done Tavon Campbell, we've done Jacob Harris, we've done guys like that. You you're going to need everybody, you know. But it's a credit to those guys because they work hard in practice. They don't get a ton of reps usually in practice during the week, but you know, when their number's called, they go out and play and perform and do a nice job.
Following up on that, you've only seen this line combination for your line for 11 snaps, I think.
Offensive line?
O-line. Yeah. Do you have an idea what they are? Not based on that 11 snaps, but you know, and are you excited to see what they can
You're
do?
talking 11 game snaps.
11 game snaps against Buffalo.
But they've
yeah.
had how many practice snaps
Hundreds.
together? Hundreds, right? So that's what we go off of, obviously. Now, they have to go do it and perform together in a loud environment, right, against a good opponent. So it's, you know, obviously that's the bottom line, right, is game reps, but they've got plenty of work in practice during the last couple of weeks.
Doug, it's alumni weekend, so a bunch of guys are back. You've got former Jaguars, and then Tom was announced to the Pride yesterday for next year. What does that all mean to the organization as the head coach?
It's a great weekend for the organization. You know, one, to have, as a former player, you know, to have former players, legends come back. You know, a lot of them still live in this area. To come back and be a part of a weekend like this, and now with Coach Coughlin, you know, and the news that he received, it's great for the organization to be in that kind of spotlight. And it's a credit to the former players, obviously, who played for Coach Coughlin. You know, you listen to what, you know, Tony Baselli and some of the guys who have played for him have said, you know, that it's hard to play for him, but they got so much respect and love now looking back. 'Cause I really do believe that his philosophies and the way he has coached really shapes you as a man, right, and as a person. And I think that's what they respect and love about him. But so excited for Coach Coughlin. He's been great to me. You know, he's reached out to me several times, you know, in the last, you know, 2 years that I've been here, and just excited for him, his family, and the organization.